Hi connections, this is Badri. It's been a very long time since I uploaded a video, and from now onwards I'll be consistently sharing all these technical aspects with you so that we all can learn together. And in this video guys, I'm going to talk about this new concept called MCP. It is developed by Anthropic. What is meant by MCP guys? MCP is known as Model Context Protocol, and I gone through their documentation and I watched several YouTube videos and all. It's quite interesting. We'll start with a small introduction of this MCP. As I said, it is known as Model Context Protocol. If you went to their documentation, what they are suggesting is MCP is a kind of a USB-C port. What is this USB-C port is doing nowadays? It can adapt to all other devices, right? Like that, this MCP standardizes how applications gives context to LLM. So this is the word that they're using in their documentation. And moving forward, we all know how LLMs are evolved for the past 1.5 or 2 years, right? So what were the initial phase? Initial phase, we had a lot of LLM models out there. Based on the user queries, the LLM model will give the output for us. This was the initial phase of LLM, and it cannot go beyond further levels, right? So we dived into a different aspects called multimodal agents, and we dived towards this external tools capability that LLM can have. And what this phase will do? This phase will adapt all the external data to the LLMs. Means if a user has to query to the LLMs, the LLM will try to find the answer. In case if it haven't found the answer, it will ask that external tool to provide the answer to this question. So this was the second phase of LLM. And what is this MCP does? When it comes to LLM plus MCP, let us assume MCP is in the middle and your LLM model is in the left, and in the right you have all these tools present. Okay, so this MCP will act as a medium for the LLM and the tools that we have. This is very interesting guys. I'll say where is that drawback that we are facing. So we can develop a lot of tools that can act as a backbone of LLMs to respond to the user queries. But what is the issue is, when it comes to a big project or something, we will be definitely having a lot of tools present in our project structure. This will definitely affect our code repository. We need to properly manage in which tool, which library version is updated. We need to change the code accordingly. This is a huge work for us. So for simplifying this, MCP gives a great advantage for it. So this MCP has three components. One is the MCP host and followed by MCP client, and we'll be having MCP server at the end. Okay, so this MCP host is nothing but you can call it as the IDE. With the help of MCP client, we'll be communicating to the MCP server. Okay, so this MCP server is tied up with all the tools and services that we have. So the brilliant thing that the Anthropic people did is, whatever the changes that is coming from their side, coming from the tool side, the moment when the libraries are getting updated, the service provider only changes all the backend code. It's very interesting, right? Whatever changes or updates they are making from their tools perspective, they are only responsible for the code changes and all. We don't want to do any modifications in our code in the host level. This is a great advantage for us. So previously what we will do, we will be updating the code according to the libraries versions and all, right? So now with the help of this MCP, all these tools and services will be managed by the service providers only. So we don't want to make any changes to it. So to simplify what I said right now is, once we write a code for the tool integration, if in case tomorrow if any tool has some updates, the service provider only manage that update. Means they only change the backend services code for us. So this is the great advantage that MCP provides to us. In the next video, I'll be showcasing a flowchart of how this communication will happen via MCP. Until then, it's Badri signing off. Bye.